Well, hi, you know that I love to tell you about new science tips or to give you something informational, but today I don't plan on teaching you anything at all, nothing. I just want to give you a reminder of something you already know. And what is that? It's just to actually do the things that you already know how to do. I think we all know there's a big difference between knowing something and then doing something. And most of us know about the basics. And especially if you've been following along for a while, you know that cardiovascular exercise is so critical. But let's face it, most kids already know that, right? We know that we should be doing it. But how much should we be doing? 150 minutes a week at bare minimum. Most of us don't do that. Do you know that less than 20% of Americans do that? There's a huge disconnect between what we know to do and then what we actually do. We only get the advantage if we do it. That's the only way we get the advantage. But okay, a lot of us also know that strength training is so important, right? How many days a week at minimum? 2. Most people don't do that, especially women, which we're losing out on so many benefits, including changing our metabolism, improving our immune system, reducing vascular stiffness, improving our tendons, muscle strength. A lot of us are skipping it and doing cardio instead, right? Do what you already know how to do, right? That is important. Take what you know and then actually apply it and do it. We also need to work on flexibility regularly. But what about body composition? A lot of times we can just sort of turn a deaf ear and just say, ooh, nope. But we know that it makes a difference, right? We can't just eat whatever we want and just feel like it's fine. We could also talk about things in nutrition that are so important, but what if we just started with something simple and eating less processed foods and including more whole fruits and vegetables? It's not revolutionary, but a lot of us, we don't do it, just on the altar of convenience. Let's really just, on a very simple, basic level, just show up and do the things that we already know and to apply them on a regular basis. Where does that matter most in exercise? Well, a lot of times we can show up for a workout and we can sort of modify some of the things, right? Maybe we shorten up our workout because we didn't really feel like doing all of it. Or maybe we just don't make it to the last repetition and instead of doing 12, we do 8. Or instead of doing whatever number it is, we just shorten it up a little bit or change it. Or maybe we have on the plan high intensity interval training and all we show up and do that day is interval training. Well, that's okay if it's just a one-time deal or infrequently, but if we're finding that we're getting in a pattern of shorting ourselves over and over again, we cannot expect to get the same benefits. So I just wanted to encourage you today, very simply, show up for yourself. Show up with a little bit of fire and a little bit of enthusiasm, and don't cut corners and don't make it easier. Do the things that you already know how to do. You are already equipped. You can already do it. Now just go out and get it done.